And we're going to go to the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I set this aside. Let's see here. I'm going to use the Modern Witch Tarot deck. It was very Rider-Waite based. I could have pulled out the traditional, but I've been using that for the expanded readings for our weekly tarot, which I encourage you to go look at. And watch this again and share this with people. You know, like I said, these air signs, these water signs and so forth can be someone else in your life that needs to have the message of encouragement. All right, let's go back to strengths, current situation. You, water signs, 4 of Cups again, and your partner, Ace of Wands. So, wow. 4 of Cups. You know, I said it, I'll say it again. To me, this is always about not missing the opportunity of the Ace of Cups that literally a celestial hand is giving us. So I'm going to pull up my own Ace of Cups here. Have a little sip of my tea. And let's just talk about this. You know, I like this image. The 3 vessels are in front of this person. It almost looks like she or he has abandoned their phone and is just sort of sitting there, maybe waiting for that phone call. You know, why hasn't she called? Why hasn't he called? Not seeing that opportunity of shifting perspective again. She does actually look kind of bored. Sometimes they don't always look bored. It's more inner reflection and contemplation. And I'm going to reiterate too with the 4 of Cups, there's no hurry here. That opportunity is not going to disappear, poof, and go away. You know, that opportunity in love, romance, friendships, relationships is right there. But your cups are upright here, and you have abundance in this area. This is just a matter of, you know, some inner reflection, trusting intuition, and then just opening yourself up to all of the possibilities. And in the meantime, your partner is the Ace of Wands. So they're waiting in the wings going, atta girl, atta boy, and all that creativity at their fingertips to help with this, to help you dream is what I'm getting. To help you dream and really grab that cup and go with it. And in terms of the relationship between the two of you, this is very supportive. You know, Wands to me, there's some struggles in Wands. You know, we get into the 7, 8, 9, 10. But a lot about Wands is sorting out your inner fire and passion. And there's a lot of passion here between water, which is what we're talking about, the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and fire. And we don't want to put each other out. You know, we don't want to overwhelm the fire and the passion and creativity. We want these two to work together. In balance is also something I'm getting that's coming through. So let's take a look then at challenges. Let me grab this deck. I set it back down. All right, just challenge. I'm just going to cut it. All right, challenges. Oh, boy. All right, challenges for you. Ego. You may be holding yourself back with worldly things, some self-doubt, perhaps letting some habits or other things distract you from what's really good for you. I would say that the challenge of the devil is to be careful about who you're listening to, even your own inner voice. I would say get really clear about feelings, about how you are just going through your daily life is coming to me. You know, are you really taking care of yourself? Because I want to remind us that, you know, these two people are bound to kind of this not of our best interest energy of the devil. You know, and that can be an inflated ego too. But we have the ability always as a couple. You know, here we have the lovers, you know, in a compromised position, really, and being jerked around literally by this devil figure who thinks he's got control. But these two figures can get out of the chains that bind them and then go on their way to growth. Your partner, in the meantime, we have the Knight of Pentacles again, different deck, but slow and steady, faithful, moving forward. So your partner's there for you to support you. And that forward momentum, but no rush. You know, we're not getting this sense of rush. We've got the Ace of Wands with the partner, which is the beginnings. It's always the beginnings. And then we get into the Court cards, which is movement forward. And then we also have the patience and kind of waiting it out of the Four of Cups until we make some decisions. So we're not going to let, again, like the Tower we had with air signs, we're not going to let that throw us for a loop, but we're going to understand the challenges of that, which I've just talked about in depth. And then the strength of the partner who is patient, waiting, and watching things grow. All right. Final card for our water. Boy, this is going fast. And this will be available, if I can figure out how to post it, as soon as I get done. Just a delight to be doing this for you. Did I pull a soul card? I don't think I did. We'll have to back up again for Earth. All right, our final card. Page of Wands. Okay, we've got the Page of Wands. The two of you need to stay curious. The two of you need to play, especially with the Page of Wands, that creativity, that stepping out of the box that I talked about a little bit with Wands. Really the opportunity here to have joy in your heart with youthfulness and play together as you work through these things. You know, we can't be all serious and all just encompassing all the time. And this will bring you closer together. The playing together will bring you some laughter and joy into your life with the Page of Wands. And be open to that communication. You know, pages are about communicating and sharing messages. So be open to that with the two of you. And I think that, you know, you embrace this and you really, trust your partner's got your best interest at heart. And again, we've got two wands in this draw that really are telling us that, the sky's the limit, really, or maybe it isn't the limit. You know, you really have the opportunity here to dream together and get excited, really discover what lights each other up and what you can do together to foster and help that grow with each other. All right, that's what we have for water. Gonna pull a soul card and then I'm gonna back up and do that for Earth. I think I forgot. All right, let's just mix these up a little bit and see what we got on the top. Am I afraid to be seen? Ooh, I'm tapping into the devil energy there. The world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You were made for love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding. There's no more shame. There's only truth. Live naked and free. Wow. Could we not get a clearer message that it's time to slip those bonds and be beautiful? Your action. What parts of me do I hide so I can be socially accepted and fit in? Am I being authentic? Do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so I can be safe to be seen? Journal your answers. Love that. Love that. Love that. All right. Going back. All right.